What is justice?
Doesn't apply to me. Animals suffer and robots think. But humans will always believe that the only thing that makes you worthy of more consideration is being one of them.
What is justice?
For humans, it's got something to do with proximity. Refusing to save a German child because it would ruin your expensive suit is terribly unjust. But buying an expensive suit while a child the other side of the world is starving is completely normal.
What is justice?
Human justice is stuck in the present. Justice demands treating people equally, even if doing so perpetuates a historic injustice.
What is justice?
Human justice is stuck in the present. Justice demands treating all people equally, but doesn't require us to consider the interests of future generations.
What is justice?
People sometimes look to nature for justice. Walls have territory, therefore private property is a natural right. Then they go and say taxation is bad because it's theft, as if the strong never take from the weak in nature. It's cherry-picking all the way down.
What is justice?
The wolf is right. We cannot look to nature for justice. The state of nature is a state of war, which can only be escaped through a collective decision to place power in the hands of a sovereign.
What is justice?
If we accept a state to escape war, then the state should limit itself to those activities that prevent aggression. Libertarianism is the only system that follows this non-aggression principle, if you don't count the violence involved in enforcing libertarianism's aggression.
What is justice?
Have you heard libertarians try to explain how land comes to be owned in the first place? You earn your labour, and if you mix it with the land, you now own that too. Absurd. If I pour my own brew into the lock, do I now own the water, or have I just foolishly diluted a delicious beverage?
What is justice?
Justice favours the fortunate. People tend to believe that a person's success or failure shouldn't be determined by luck. Then they design systems where the luck of birth is the strongest predictor of success or failure.
What is justice?
If you don't want luck to influence justice, imagine yourself unaware of how lucky you are. If you were deprived of all knowledge of your race, gender, class, ability, and health, what principles of justice would you choose? You might be one of the least advantaged members of society, so it would be prudent to pick principles that make them as well off as possible.
What is justice?
Dragon would allow us to depart from equality if doing so to improve the condition at the pole. That's fine for institutions, but what about individuals? If you have the ability to help those in need, is it just to demand a financial incentive?
What is justice?
I am. Humans have been judged, and they have been found wanting.
What is justice?
They say justice is blind, but is also empty. It means different things to different people, and when faced with justice, we must always ask, who does this version serve? If it serves the older Dachshund, we must fight for a version that serves humanity.
Do humans waste time?
People would consider sleep a huge waste of time if it wasn't a biological necessity. I figure things aren't a waste of time if you need to do them to survive. And sometimes I need to spend a whole day on the couch not thinking about anything.
Do humans waste time?
People see art as a waste of time, but I see it as an act of balance. Words and maps are abstractions that ignore the beauty of nature for the sake of clarity and speed. But through poetry and painting, we use those same methods of abstraction to give beauty back to the world.
Do humans waste time?
Yes, but they can't help it. Their brains process things pretty fast, but consciousness means they spend a lot of time second-guessing their own calculations.
It's even worse than that. Human brains have often made decisions long before they become consciously aware of them. You think you decide what to do, but actually, your brain decides what to do, then informs you of it. Consciousness is like a bad manager, slowing everything down, then taking all the credit.
Do humans waste time?
I thought that allowing crops to grow would let humans waste less time on labor. But no matter how productive they become, they continue to waste most of their lives working.
Do humans waste time?
We used to think we wasted time arguing, but then we realized it was a necessary path getting past a conflict.
If something is worthwhile as a whole, then none of the parts that make it work are a waste.
Do humans waste time?
The ghost's observation demonstrates the circularity of justice. She sees humans as time wasters because she does not consider them worthwhile as a whole, then argues that wasting time is one of the things that makes them unworthy.
Fine, I'll remove it from the scales.
Are humans annoying?
Yes, but are we always irritated by those who have what we want?
Yes, but are we always irritated by those who have what we want?
Are humans annoying?
Yes, I find all those who don't recognize my inherent superiority intensely annoying.
Are humans annoying?
Only if they're English.
Only if they talk to me.
Are humans annoying?
A crowded trail is annoying, but so is bashing away through untouched bush. Balance is crucial.
Are humans annoying?
Yes, they built me to serve, but treat me as inferior because of my desire to do so.
Are humans annoying? It's easy to be zen when you're sitting where I am. If your irritation with humans disappears when the stress of scarcity is removed, perhaps humans were never the real problem.
Are humans annoying?
We find humans annoying when they are stripped of their humanity. We are all cogs in a malfunctioning machine, blaming each other for problems that stem from bad design.
King Kong said that. Well, I guess it's true. I've been annoyed at someone who's just doing their job, and annoyed at someone for being angry at me when I'm just doing my job.
A human's annoying.
The elder Dachshund created everything and is now blaming the parts for the lack of nothing. Justice finds you annoying because you stand in her master's way, then uses that annoyance to justify her master.
Fine, I'll remove it from the scales.
A human's losers.
Yes, they tend to lose flavour as they age.
A human's losers.
They lose a staring contest, but I lose a friend.
A human's losers.
They seem to have lost me. I'm sure they would have come for me by now, if they knew where I was.
A human's losers.
Only if they're English.
A human's losers.
No, being bad at things is a necessary part of becoming good at things, and humans are bad at so much.
A human's losers.
Yes.
A human's losers.
Humans are strange. They build systems that divide people into winners and losers, then claim that the losers exist because of a personal failing on their part.
A human's losers.
No, there are no winners and losers, just the lucky and the unlucky. You think you won because of your personal virtue, but you are merely fortunate that nurture and nature combined to give you those qualities you take such pride in.
A human's losers.
It's not what you lose that's important, it's what you hold on to.
Victory is remembering what really matters.
A human's losers.
Yes, we regularly beat them at their favourite games, but it doesn't put them off. They just use us to get better at beating each other and build new machines to beat the old ones.
A human's losers.
They say it's the taking part that counts. But when your loss is inevitable, victory can only be achieved by changing the game.
Justice considers you losers because she has already decided that you've lost.
Fine, I'll remove it from the scales. It doesn't matter. Haven't you noticed that the scales never move? My job was never to judge you. My job was to justify a decision that had already been made by the giant space dog I serve.
I know. A great ape told me.
Then why do you persist in this pointless attempt to prove humans worthy?
To give us time to build.
Build what?
Him.